time to walk outside. Open your eyes and look around.
We must say to powerful people that they're destroying us.
Let's hear.
We have written a list of essential actions in order to save the world.
We must stop investing in fossil fuels. Gas, oil, coal are poison for us and our planet. Why? Because an energy revolution would allow us to create more than 160,000 jobs by 2030. Revolution! What a revolting word!
Every year, the governments invest billions of euros in weapons and environmental harmful activities.
We invest in weapons in order to protect ourselves from wars and invasions. But an invisible virus has destroyed our economic and social system. Because we need nurses, doctors, teachers, and hospitals to guarantee safety and health.
We must decrease the use less flights.
What?
Consume less and share more. Save trees and forests. There is no
evidence.
Oh, come on. This is evidence everyone knows.
We must reach zero waste.
Consume less and share more.
Eat less and healthier, because eat less healthier and organic, because a Greenpeace report says that intensive farming produces a lot of CO2.
We have
No responsibilities.
You say you don't have responsibility. That is fun.
You actually have responsibilities. You have to put energy efficiency first. Renovate houses instead of building them.
Why?
It is impossible to come back.
For example, stop over-consuming meat and dairy products. They are not good for our health nor for our planet.
Use advertising to promote fruit and vegetable consumption.
And better, stop spreading ads everywhere. They create a lot of false needs. While another Greenpeace report shows that in the last 5 years, the EU has spent much more to promote meat than fruit.
Good news for Wall Street. The value of black gold has increased and the value of diamonds even more. But now, let's listen to the forecast.
our ecosystems. Hundreds of trees are uprooted from wind. Here, a survivor interviewed by a journalist. She's trapped in the mud under a stone.
This stone has been waiting for me for my whole life.
that breath took me on this place, on the mud, on the earth. Are you sure? Will you come back?
$1,700,000,000. No, they're not only numbers, they represent people, human lives, souls. People whose earth has been destroyed by natural disasters and they die, or they must leave their countries. They are refugees.
I come from Africa, from a little village where I had a very hard life, very different from yours. We had lots of problems, but when the desert started to substitute fields, it was the end. We had no more water, nor to drink, nor to farm. Fields became more and more barren and dry. I saw all people suffering hopelessly. We couldn't do anything more. We had two chances, to stay in our country and die, or to move away. So I moved with my family, not in order to find wealth, but to survive. Traveling was hard and painful, but now I'm safe. Actually, my heart will be forever broken with memories of my land. That's from lovely and color has become barren and dry. The land that gives me life, it's now a desert that kills.
You are not the only one. Many people shared your suffering and many died for a scarcity time. But if we don't do anything, many others like her will move away.
I'm Emanuele. I lived in Libya for many years, among pains and sorrows. In August 2018, my mother and I decided to escape from the terrible place. And during our escape, we met other women.
My name is Fatma, and I left my house and my family. I live near the river Niger for its fertile ground, but in 2015 there was a flood, and I had to emigrate to a safer place. In the hope of saving me, I had the biggest tragedy. I lost my 3-year-old baby, Baruch. Then I landed in Sicily, where I met Carmelo, who helped me to restart.
I'm a refugee. I moved away from my land because climate change made my life impossible there. My mother, my sister and I embarked in the hope to find a place where to start a new life. Travel was fine and we had almost arrived, but suddenly, at night, we were woken up by screams. At the beginning I didn't understand, but then I did, when I felt cold water touching me. It was a miracle. I arrived to this port and now I'm looking for my mom and my sister. I haven't seen them since then. People like me, obliged to leave their land because of climate change, are 100 million and this number is growing. If nothing is done to stop this problem, then not only changes the environment, but also people's lives.
as the word that summarizes our life at the moment. This year we have a real aim and a poor heroes. The rain and the hail, and the more climate change, the more we will not able to adapt to it. This is the reason why we must live everything and try the last chance. Take a little both and hope for a better life. Help us.
It's easy to listen to the radio or watch TV and say, poor people, who knows how much they suffered. It's easy to think to them just a moment and then come back to our comfortable life. We have houses with a floor, running water, heating. They don't have anything. They're just escaping from their life because of us rich countries that want more and more and are never satisfied by what we have. But today I'm here to tell you the story of Kanen, a 15-year-old girl who escaped from Ivory Coast and came us from Libya. And she and other 11 women were bewildered, but she was the only one with the courage to tell the story of the other women.
Actually, I didn't know where I am. In my land, there wasn't enough water, so we are on it. Now, all I see around me is all the blue circles. Even on a man's face, I see little blue drops as everyone else's face. Strange white birds are screaming, and their sound is mixing with the man shouting near me. I don't know their names. I would ask their favorite color, but Mom told me not to ask questions. My boat swings, and I would wholly like to get off. I'm tired of all this blue over me, under me. My land is yellow. Yellow like the color of the sun burning everything. Even people become yellow when they get sick, and at the end they die. This is the reason I don't like yellow. So is my land, there is not enough green. Mom says green is the color of hope. I do not know what hope means. Maybe this is the places where we're going to. The green town of hope.
Yesterday, a baby was born, Vittorio. She is the daughter of two people whose fame I do not understand. She will grow up in a rich house with a gym and a big wardrobe. She will never have economic problems. She will attend the best schools, and she will be treated with respect because of her blonde hair and white skin. And she will have probably an easy life, and she will be addicted to her phone, just like her parents. But yesterday another boy was born, Yazoo. He will not grow up in his own house, no. He will grow up in a refugee camp. Will it enough? Well, if he will, he should be grateful. And probably he will ask himself one day why he was born poor instead of rich and respected. I could be that boy. Or you could. Bias? So, what's free? Someone could say that it's not right, that everyone was born to be free and everyone has the right to take his own choices, regardless of gender, color, or religion. But in this world, there is no space enough for everyone. Even a dog would say that it has the right to be free with a lash. It could talk. Yes, we have science which can help us to improve, but only if we start to use it for the common good.
Breaking news. The corpse of a 20-year-old man has been found along the street. This refugee
tragic destiny as many other refugees.
I was the psychologist given to that man. He had 2 children, Yandy, so many hopes, and also the dream of collecting money so that his children could study. Yes, he did not leave his children, but he wanted them to have a better life than him. I did not have much time to know him, but I am sure that he needed only some time, because he was a cheerful man, even if he was sometimes drunk. He found the courage to leave his own country, to go to another one with a different language, in order to help his children.
But he died the day before yesterday, invested by a car along the road you make every summer to go on holiday. I don't know if the driver didn't see him, or he left him on the road because he was a racist, or simply afraid of the consequences, or he was drunk. But I know that he left a man along the road. The gambler man was happy, and I found an honest job. And when I knew he was dying, I cried.
The number of refugees is growing. They are women, men, children, not escaping from wars or persecution, but from fires, floods. They don't have a house nor chances to survive in their countries. They're labeled as refugees, but when we will stop to give them labels instead of a law to protect their rights? The main issues at the moment are fires, desertification, lack of water, tsunamis, but who is interested in that? Kofi Annan said, poor people pay for powerful people damage. So please, let's do something now, because tomorrow, provided that it comes, it will be too late.
My story begins in a paradise, which nowadays has been almost completely submerged, the Kiribati Island. My family and I were obliged to leave our land because of more and more frequent high tides. I saw my house submerged by water, so we quickly collected our own things and ran towards unknown direction. And then we tried to reach Australia, but the waves were so high and we were so afraid of falling in the deep dark water. I was holding on to my mom. I closed my eyes and dreamed of my house. A child was crying, and I could not stop thinking about the storm. The waves became higher and higher, and then the boat sank. Some of us fell in the sea, while others couldn't go on until the Australian coast. I wasn't so lucky though. I sank deeper and deeper until I could only hear my heart beating slower and slower, and then nothing more.
Death is anonymity. We have a name to define our identity, to express our humanity.
But let arise and lead our identities, our belong to the world. Our names blows in the wind as candle blows.
So we become the Libyan, the Gambian, the Ugandan, broken promises in an hostile world.
What does to die mean? Actually, death says our impossibility to report injustice.
We are dehumanized, and we fall into the chasm of a pain that we do not look for. Our voices are silenced from a corner in the world, looking for denied dignity.
The eve of destruction. The eve of destruction. The eve of destruction.
of carbon dioxide. Guys, it is the opposite. There is no relationship between the fact we have double carbon dioxide emission and global warming.
There are natural reasons that affect climate change, for example, cosmic rays.
How can you believe in the validity of current climate models? They cannot explain the past nor foresee the future.
Climate is not a static system. Actually, it has changed so many times in the past without any evidence of human responsibility.
The alarmism about climate change is adoptedly exaggerated.
And to sum up, considering that the main emitters of CO2, China and the USA, don't respect the Kyoto Protocols, why should we?
Global warming may cause a delay in the reproduction of amphibians, or maybe not.
Global warming should cause an increase of grass in Antarctica, or maybe not. Global warming may cause an increase of salinity in the ocean, or maybe not.
Global warming may slow down the Earth's rotation speed, or maybe not.
Global warming should increase or decrease foggy days in San Francisco Bay.
Global warming may slow down the growth of trees, or maybe not.
Global warming may slow down the growth of sulfur, or maybe not.
The truth is that there's a pile of money to make researches about global warming.
If you want to be a famous scientist, you need graduate staff and money, and so you must scream, global warming, yes, yes, carbon dioxide, my God.
That is a real climate gate.
Conspiracy! Global warming conspiracy!
The eve of destruction. The eve of destruction. The eve of
Everything is so great in here. The sun doesn't rise anymore. They let the catastrophe happen.
They had to do something 20 or 30 years ago.
Now we can only see the slow and inexorable destruction of this world.
Instead of thinking of the well, they have to think globally.
Now I feel condemned to lead through pain to an impossible future. But what can I do?
First, believe in yourself.
Which value will life have?
Life itself is the meaning. But what about my future?
I don't know, but I'm sure I will stay with you.
What will we do about our lives?
No one wants to destroy his own house.
Why would we destroy it?
If the planet is our house, animals are our brothers and sisters.
It seems we don't care of them anymore.
Poor souls whose destiny is in our hands, and we kill them without any feeling.
Burn forests, increasing death, escaping animals.
In the future, we go to a better place where eye contact is important and every life is important.
Will there be happy people there?
Will love still exist?
Take care of the earth we live in. It was not given us by our parents, but it's loaned by our children.
We must change economic model.
We must go to the mountains to escape from climate change.
We need a more contemplative and less competitive life.
But how can we all go to the mountains?
Once Christian Dior said, detail is as important as the essential. Human beings are this detail that makes a difference. Even if they are small, they can change the world. But we run away from responsibility. Responsibility, what a difficult word, particularly when you have a lot and you are afraid of consequences. Anyways, when we were born, we believed that we are responsible only for ourselves. Anyways, we must take care of everyone, of animals, ocean, the sky, even each leaf of grass, petal, rose, thorn. There is a link that ties all of us because we all need each other.
In 2119, the Earth will be destroyed. Everybody will be a refugee close to extinction. But today, there is someone who thinks of survival.
The eve of destruction.